If you thought the jump from 4G to 5G was a big deal, wait until you see what happens when the literal laws of physics force us to change how our networks operate. Today, we're diving into a fascinating new paper that proposes radically redesigning the internet's fundamental blueprint for the impending 7G quantum era. Let's get right into it.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with the classical internet blueprint, look at how quantum physics breaks those rules, and then unpack the newly proposed 9-layer stack. After that, we'll deep dive into Layer 0, the quantum substrate, and Layer 8, cognitive intent, before finally exploring what this means for our 7G future.
All right, Part 1, the classical internet blueprint, our reliable but aging foundation.
Just as a quick refresher, the classical OSI model, developed way back in the 1970s, is essentially the structural blueprint of the digital age. It's the reason a smartphone in Tokyo can seamlessly pull up a web page hosted on a server in New York. It neatly compartmentalizes networking into 7 distinct layers, going from the physical cables at Layer 1 all the way up to the software interface you interact with at Layer 7. But here's the thing. That entire classical internet is built on 3 massive assumptions. First, deterministic delivery, meaning data follows a predictable, stable path. Second, redundancy. If a data packet gets dropped, your router just hits copy and paste and resends it. No big deal. And third, strict layer autonomy. The physical hardware doesn't really need to coordinate with the software application. They just stay in their own lanes. And honestly, it's reliable, it's robust, and it has worked perfectly for decades. Which brings us to Part 2. Quantum physics breaks those rules. Enter the disruptors. You see, in a classical network, data is just duplicatable ones and zeros. But in a quantum network, data exists as qubits. And a qubit isn't predictable at all. It suffers from coherence fragility. It's kind of like a melting ice cube. It decays rapidly the second it interacts with the environment. Because of that extreme fragility, you can't have isolated layers anymore. To keep that fragile state alive, the entire network requires functional entanglement. All the layers literally have to constantly communicate and work together in real time. And that brings us to the real kicker, a concept that completely shatters our old blueprint, the no-cloning theorem. This is a fundamental law of quantum mechanics, which states that it's physically impossible to create an identical copy of an unknown quantum state. Remember how classical networks rely on redundancy? While in a quantum network, you literally cannot copy or back up a dropped data packet. If a quantum transmission fails, it is gone forever. You can't just hit resend on a qubit without completely destroying its original state. So as the researchers point out, our current 7-layer model is completely inadequate. It assumes we can copy data, it assumes predictable paths, and it assumes layers don't need to coordinate instantly to prevent data from melting away. It's just fundamentally incompatible with the weird, probabilistic nature of quantum physics. Okay, Part 3, the new 9-layer stack. A total paradigm shift. To solve this massive physical incompatibility, researchers are actively sandwiching the traditional 1 through 7 layers between 2 revolutionary new bookends. At the very bottom, we add Layer 0, the quantum substrate. In the middle, the traditional layers 1 through 7 get a heavy upgrade to become completely quantum aware. And then at the very top, we add Layer 8, the cognitive intent plane. Let's break down exactly what these new bookends actually do. Moving to Part 4, Layer 0, the quantum substrate, the hardware bookend. Down in this new subbasement, we are just dealing with basic copper wires or standard fiber optics anymore. We are talking about literal dropped ions, specialized photonics using lasers for long-distance satellite links, and, this is wild, nitrogen vacancy centers inside actual diamonds. Your future internet router might literally need to be appraised by a jeweler, and your IT guy definitely can't just unplug it and plug it back in. The sole job of this Layer 0 hardware is to generate quantum entanglement and keep those incredibly fragile qubits alive just long enough to be teleported across the network. Now for Part 5. Layer 8, cognitive intent, the orchestration bookend. Because these quantum states are constantly fluctuating and degrading, human network operators couldn't possibly manage the routing fast enough. The solution? We put an AI-driven large language model at the very top. Think of it as the ultimate smart home manager for the entire network. It takes a user's intent, say securely connecting 2 financial databases, interprets that goal, figures out the current stability of the quantum routes, and then dynamically adjusts that physical diamond and laser hardware all the way down at Layer 0 to make it happen.
Instead of rigidly following fixed routing paths like the internet does today, this top layer completely shifts the network to goal-oriented, dynamic AI control. It is constantly recalculating based on real-time quantum turbulence. If a satellite link starts degrading because of some atmospheric interference, Layer 8 instantly rewrites the network's behavior to preserve the entanglement through another path entirely.
Finally, Part 6. Welcome to the 7G future. Why this actually matters. This new 9-layer stack is the literal backbone for the ultra-secure 7G era. But what does that mean for you? It means a future of fundamentally unhackable communications. Seriously, any attempt to intercept your data would instantly destroy the quantum state. We're looking at things like entangled drone swarms operating with perfect instantaneous synchronization. We'll see edge-based quantum Internet of Things devices transforming smart cities, and decentralized quantum digital twins replicating whole physical systems flawlessly in the cloud. It is a massive leap forward. The researchers have brilliantly laid out exactly how to sandwich our legacy systems between a physical quantum substrate and a cognitive AI intent layer. We finally have the precise schematic for the quantum internet. But as you consider the colossal physical undertaking required to actually build millions of diamond core routers, satellite relays, and global AI orchestrators, I want to leave you with this. The blueprint is drawn. The physics are proven. But is our global infrastructure truly ready to make the quantum leap?